Hello everybody, my name is Zen, and welcome to my first impressions for Songs of Conquest, a game by Coffee Stain Studios, which is a company that brings you things like Valheim and Goat Simulator, Deep Rock Galactic, and I think like Sanctum and a bunch of other cool games. This is a strategy and tactics game, kind of similar to things like Heroes of Might and Magic. So I think it's going to be pretty cool looking. The art style is awesome. You'll see what I mean in a moment here when we get into it. But I've not seen anything past this, minus some screenshots and like a couple GIFs. So that'll mean that I am definitely going into this blind. You are absolutely getting first impressions. We're going to do single player with a campaign. Looks like we got a couple campaigns here. I should say that this is in early access. You can pick it up on Steam, and of course I'll put the link in the description of this video for you to go check out. But the campaigns here, it looks like we got three with, we have two with a custom campaign thing. The first one is the Song of Stoutheart. Cecilia Stoutheart, the young Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stoutheart will stand. And then the second one is From the Ashes. Freed from the slave mines of Baria, Rask of South Creek Flats and a small band of Rana flee and fight their way to the deep marsh and home. But the dangers in the marsh are many, and Rask must awaken the might of Rana to end the threat of the humans once and for all. From ashes we rise. These both sound like D&D campaign pitches. Let's start with the Stoutheart. Ooh, this is a really pretty map. So mission 1, a new Baroness. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stoutheart, is that I was hoping that by hovering it will give us information on who Cecilia Stoutheart is, rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father. When ore shipments from Barkspur's rich mines go missing, the rumors of bandits are brought to the new ruler. Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. It's a fair, it seems very dramatic. There's a lot of proper nouns there that I'm just like, I don't know what any of that means. We're going to get there. Oh, this is cool. Cecilia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, which feels very redundant, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from this region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants, and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. New objective, travel to Flint Hill. It looks like that is our current objective. There's some gallows here. Let's check out the gallows. Movement tutorial. Click the right mouse button to set a destination for your wielder. Right-click the same destination again to confirm and move. As a wielder, you also interact with locations using right mouse button. Left mouse button is used for selection and inspection. Movement indicator shows how many movement points your wielder has left. This is refreshed each new turn. And when your wielder has no more movement, you might want to end your turn. If you have nothing left to build or research, press end turn button in the bottom right corner. Okay, let's check out the gallows. It's a source of knowledge, apparently. Gallows, death comes to all, some sooner than others. Got 250 XP, okay. There's an Aurelian milestone, source of power. I can move with WASD. It gave me +2 movement. I wasn't actually paying attention to what that actually was. Let's move here. Open up some stuff. Oh, there's a dead commander. The dead commander wore Stoutheart's colors, and the distinctive sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stoutheart troops was more serious. Oh, out of movement. Okay, does that mean we're done? We're done. How do we end turn? Round 1, boom. Game saved. Okay, let's move forward. There were no other things doing their turns. We have a looted cart. Got 600 gold. That feels like a lot for a random cart in the middle of the woods. Oh, we're getting attacked. Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvus Reserves, and they had clearly seen combat recently. Oh, so we're not getting attacked. Hail, Baroness. The Corvus Reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation, the status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, milady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords. Bannerless knights ride with them. Ooh, that's cool. That's really dramatic. The way that that's written, you know, bannerless knights. That gives you a fairly good idea of like the fact that they are knights. You know, they should be under a banner, but they're not. What's going on there? Is there some kind of like civil war going on, or are these people working on their own? Have they left the barony? You know, I like that. I like that. It gets me all like thinking about the politics of the world. There's no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. Okay, troops want to join, so we're gaining ourselves 5 footmen and 5 rangers. Decide what troops you want to move. What troops you want to move to your wielder? Oh, I don't get to. Okay, so I could get mass move. Oh, I could get them both. Okay, cool. As you saw there was a cap, so that's good. Take back the gold mine, optional. It said the gold mine was down over here, right? Oh, we're definitely gonna take that, excuse me, back. Also, in hindsight here, it may not have been the best idea for me to play a game that requires a lot of reading when I have a massive sore throat. So I'm gonna struggle bust through this, but we'll get through it together. We got some gold, and we also got +2 movement. There is appears to be a camp. Old camp. We found 6 rangers and 600 gold. Soldiers are camped here. Their camp can be pillaged for gold, while the soldiers can be recruited. I'm gonna get the soldiers. The gold is fine, but I want to max out my dudes. So I've got a waterfall. Ooh, resting for a while by this waterfall invigorates the troops. +3 movement, round duration 2. Let's get down here. Is this guy gonna? Okay, I see. I have to be like right up on him to get him to go. Stand down. This mine belongs to the barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. All right, here we go. Tutorial. Troop deployment. On the deployment screen, you can rearrange your troops before entering battle. You can only place troops on tiles with your team color. Okay, tiles that are elevated, high ground, give bonuses to offense and defense to both melee and ranged units. Ranged troops can target any enemy within their ranged, and within their deadly range, they will inflict double damage. There's no line of sight. The only limit is how far their weapons can reach, but note you can increase the range by moving to high ground. Totally figured. There's a bit of like war gaming going on here. Love it. In the top right corner, you can see the enemy troops. If you have enough scouting, they will be placed on the colored tiles on the right side of the battlefield. If you engage the enemy and then realize that the opposing army is too powerful, you can withdraw at no penalty. If the enemy engages you, there's no possibility to withdraw. The quick battle option will also auto-resolve the battle and present outcome to you. After the battle, you will be presented with your results, victory or defeat. The troops lost in battle will be shown for each side, and if 2 combatants are wielders, there is a chance for spoils of war in the form of artifacts. If you are defeated, you lost all your troops, which means that your wielder is dead. The dead wielder can be revived at a cost for free after a given number of rounds at any of your towns or settlements, of which we have done at the moment. So we have a bunch of archers and our footmen. I'm expecting these blue. Oh no, they're on. Okay, I see the elevation changes. I think I may just leave my rangers there. And if I could, keep my footmen over there and just let them move to me, I think. Okay, quick battle, manual battle. Oh, dude, on my own. Battle basics. In battle, your goal is to kill all enemy units. Your wielder, or the enemy wielder, is not present on the battlefield, but acts as a spellcaster from behind the lines. The order of battle follows the battle queue, which is based on each troop's initiative. You can only control a troop on their battle turn. Use right-click to move and target enemy troops. Hovering an enemy troop with your cursor will provide an attack preview. Using left-click on any troop will give you a full display of troop information. Battle basics. Whenever a troop gets a turn, your wielder will gain essence for your spellcasting. Your wielder also generates essence. Okay, so we got spells on the left, basically. The essence it might have gained from artifacts, specialization, skills, buildings, or research at the start of a new battle round. The spells button will indicate available spells you can currently cast. The quick bar will by default auto-populate on the top available spells for easy access in battle. Obstacles, such as stakes, barrels, or other objects, can be cleared by damaging them. High ground gives offense and defense bonuses to both melee and ranged units. Ranged troops can target an enemy within their range. However, within their deadly range of like double damage, there's no line of sight. The only limit is how far they reach. Most troops have attacks of opportunity. If you move a troop into an enemy troop's melee range, their zone of control, and then try to move within, through, or leave that area, the enemy troop will perform a free attack. Okay. Most troops also have abilities. During a turn, they can move and attack, or move and use an ability. Remember that using an ability will in most cases end the turn of that troop. So do it last after moving. Can I zoom out? No? Okay, so like we've got our rangers here, which it's not gonna let me move. I don't wanna really be within range of these, but maybe I should get in there. I don't know how I wanna handle this. Let's move them over. Ow. Oof, ow. Oh, that's bad. More spells are available. Your wielder has gained more essence, and more spells are now available to cast. If your wielder has enough essence, you can cast multiple spells on each of your troops' battle turns. Each battle turn, your current troops gives your wielder essence to be used for spellcasting. Essences, sources such as artifacts and skills will add essence at the start of a new battle round. Okay, so this one is Quicken. Target friendly troop gets +5 initiative, +1 movement. Let's give that to them. Our rangers here are just gonna go ahead and take them out. Well, they're in deadly range, I believe. And they did. Okay. Can I run over? Oh, they're gonna get defense from that. But these guys not so much. So maybe I could kill these guys instead. Zone of control. Yeah, okay. We know what that does. Then let's go ahead and bombard those guys. Take them out. He's going to gain that momentum and take him out. That's cool. I like that. And of course, the health on that troop, on the melee troop, went down. But that's because we lost one troop versus the 2 rangers that we lost, where they lost a bunch. So I get it. That's cool. We gained another 250 experience. I've reached level 2. Level up a wielder. Leveling up your wielder is all about skills and powers. You can choose to either upgrade a skill your wielder already knows, learn a new skill, or increase the wielder's ability to command their troops by unlocking more slots in their army. The new skills offered are determined by the class of your wielder. Spellcasters will more often be offered essence-related skills than battle-oriented wielders. Some skills are not available to be picked before you reach a high enough level. At level 8, your wielder will be able to choose their first power. From there on, the wielder will be presented with new power options at every 8th level. In other words, i.e. 16, 24, and so on. Powers are superior to skills and will add a real advantage in both battle and building your kingdom. You're able to choose the level up menu. Okay, so I'm assuming that your wielder will continue to level up as you play through the campaign, right? I'm assuming this is like heroes in Warcraft 3, where you probably have a cap of what you can reach per level or per level that you're playing, but your wielder will continue to level up as you go through the campaign. I like that concept. It's not something that we see fairly often. You're able to close the level up menu if you need to review things or don't feel ready to pick a skill or power. You can always come back to your choices by clicking the level circle at the wielder power top left. Okay. So in this case, we can gain for guard, your troops gain 20% melee resistant, and that goes up from 10%. I can gain plus 10 melee offense, or I can unlock the ability to bring 4 troops with you in your army. I don't know. I think the command actually is not a bad idea. Unlocks the ability to bring 4 troops with you in your army. So basically we can increase the amount of troops that we get. But also having melee resistance is nice, but it seems like ranged characters are quite powerful. And we haven't even come across melee, so I don't know. Let's go with that first. Right, let's go ahead and get this gold. Oh, I need to end the round. We can come over here, get that 800 gold. My goodness. And we take back the gold mine. Nice. It's ours, receiving 500 gold each round. Holy crap. This is cool because it's like a mix of tactics RPG with like a strategy game. And not like an RTS, but more like a Civilization or games like that. I guess if you've played games like this before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, they're fairly cool and unique. So old battlefield, let's look at this. Walking this old battlefield inspires caution, plus 20 defense, minus 10 offense for 1 battle. And this is Wielders of the Essence. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder and could draw upon essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. So as she touched the old attribute of order, she felt its essence empower her. I couldn't read the rest of that. It's an old camp. Can we find some troops? Oh, I need to rest. Okay, so let's go in here. Oh yeah, let's get some militia here. I feel like we need to. I would rather a larger army. I could get more militia even. There's a large camp. I can't get the footmen. My army is not big enough, I don't think. Or maybe I did get them? I guess it added it to those. Okay. New artifact. Your wielder has gained an artifact. You can review the inventory and equipment in your wielder sheet next to your wielder portrait. Where is that? I guess she's my wielder. Oh, okay, so it'd be over here. An artifact will be auto-equipped if your wielder had an empty slot. So, Wielder Sheet gives you an overview of your wielder. This is where you can check your skills, power, inventory, and equipment, and modifiers. So skills are abilities that you gain as you level up. They give powerful enhancements that can range from gaining gold each turn to increase offense or more essence. Powers are awarded to a wielder when they reach level 8 and every 8th level after that. Yeah, okay, so we knew that one. Wielder will gain a new power or the option to upgrade a current power. Powers are similar to skills, but more powerful. A wielder can only have 2 different powers and a maximum of 2. Wielder Sheet. Oh, it's like Diablo. They got like a full-on like paper doll. Artifacts are equipable gear that you'll find on the adventure map. You can also gain them as spoils of war after a battle against a powerful enemy wielder. Drag and drop the artifacts from your inventory, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wielder Sheet. So we have attributes. While leading their troops into battle, the wielder will pass on values in offense and defense directly to their troops. For offense, it's divided into melee offense, ranged offense when relevant for a specific troop. Movement and view radius are only for the wielder to use on the adventure map and will not directly help the troops in battle. Movement indicates how far the wielder can travel and also how much they can get done in a single turn on the adventure map. Right, okay. View radius is a value that indicates how much of the adventure map is visible. And then finally, as a long one, wielder can collect a lot of modifiers, bonuses from skills, artifacts, and special locations on the adventure map. Some modifiers affect only the wielder on the adventure map. Some are temporary and only last a few rounds, but most help your troops in battle. The modifiers menu provides a summary of all of them. So there's equipment modifiers, temporary modifiers, and troop modifiers. So we have 2 skills, guard and command. We can't equip those. That's just what they are. Those are not our powers. We do have Archer's Gambison, which is a thing. We got 34 defense, 20 melee resistance. Interesting. Okay, I like this. I like the UI on it. It's very pretty. Let's go over here and finish that turn. Go talk to the treasure chest. Treasure chest. Right, there's a shrine. Can we talk to the shrine? Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Oriella, I don't know, spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can be found spread across Arleon, and many folks speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. Let's go with that. Praying here grants player powers in bonus of +10 initiative and movement. Okay. Oh, need to get to the next round. Game saved. Ooh. All right, we're going to get to another battle, it looks like. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Stoutheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies? Who will protect your people? You? Why not? As you can see, we're quite well armed. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. Ooh, I like that. The writing in this is fantastic because like there's so much information there just given to you in just like a tiny sentence. It's not like a bunch of exposition. It's just like, okay, well maybe the old Lord Hammond was her father was not the most kind person, which is why people are not happy here. So you got to change kind of the barony to be more in your favor. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart withstand. We are definitely going to manual battle this one. I would like as many archers as I can get up over here. So like I'm going to move them and I'm gonna move my melee troops over here. I kind of like keeping them nearby, or actually maybe let's flank. Let's flank with the melee. That sounds like a fun idea. I like that there is a level of wargaming in this, like tabletop wargaming, where you do have to kind of consider your actions and how you're going to go. So for this, it's going to be our footmen, the militia, and then the rangers. And then all three of them are going to go. I cannot quite get to them over here, but I would like to move fairly quickly over to these archers if I can. Okay. And I can't, well, I don't want to attack those. No, we're good. Next, can I? Okay, there we go. They're totally within range, so yeah, we're gonna go bam and just take them out. My goodness. Can I pop up over here maybe and shoot from there? So in order to shoot them, I need to be like within this range, it looks like. So let's move here and fire here. Jeez. Oh man, they got hit pretty hard, didn't they? I'm not gonna be able to move all the way up there, but I will certainly get up onto the high ground. In order to fire at them, I'm gonna need to move here. I'm still not within range. And then she can fire here. I have all these spells I'm totally not looking at. So what we have, rally, +10 defense, +10 melee, +10 ranged. Target enemy troops get -25% damage. Target friendly troops get +10 defense. And that's it. Okay, so I have what? I have 16 essence. So I could like cast all troops get that. Yeah, let's cast that. Let's buff them all up. Yeah, that's a lot nicer. Oh man, I'm in a really bad spot here with this guy because he's kind of choke pointing me. Can I move and fire? Still can't. I think it's because, no, there is no line of sight, remember? So I think my range is just affected by not being in higher ground. It's fine, we'll take him out. Finish him. Music's great in this game too. I'm enjoying this a lot. Troops lost just one. We're good. Crushing it. Let's check the looted cart. Oh, I'm out of movement. 500 gold. Oh, that's pretty good. I like the drama that's here, you know? Like, everything does feel quite dramatic in the way that it's presented and written. Ooh, there's a source of power, really? +1 movement. I'll take it. As Cecilia's troops approach Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no Baroness colors come out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knights I've defeated. All right, manual battle. The same thing here. I think I want to position my archers up over here, and honestly, I'm gonna put my melee down there. The flank didn't quite work the way that I wanted it to before. I don't even know if they have any melee. Oh, they got the knights. Okay, perfect. So I'm really happy that I put them there. Let's go ahead and move over here. Okay. With them, can I retreat my archers backward and then fire? Oh my goodness, with that range, what the heck? All right, kill the knight. Wow. No, stop attacking them. Can I move here? I'm gonna go ahead and pacify these guys, because what the heck, you know what I mean? Okay, they were reloading. Oh, attack of opportunity, I forgot about that. And I'm not gonna be able to attack with them, so. Jeez. Glad I got them at that. I can't even hit them with these guys. The crossbows have way higher range. Okay, these guys can go ahead and... I'm gonna defend them. I'm gonna leave my melee here. Yeah, and I'm gonna intercept them. So let's go ahead and fire here. Jeez. Fire here. And then have him move down and finish him off. We'll move forward here. Goodness, I'm gonna lose all them. Maybe I should retreat them? It just feels like I just do not have the range to fight those guys. Let's pacify this guy again. Move up here. There we go. Now I can fire at him. Oh my goodness, like they're dead. Crap. How, like, I don't understand why like this set of elite archers have just like come in and demolished us. They were harder than the knight. That was fairly brutal. Jeez, we lost so much militia. The militia are not great though. Just be fair. All right, let's go in here. What do we find? We found a town. Farmhouse, source of riches. Did we get a crowd of peasants led by a village elder came out to greet Cecilia as her force enters Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold? No, my lady. We're afeard for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made an offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces, and together we will restore the order of this territory, or to this territory. We'll heed the call to the arms of Stoutheart as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant's hut. Okay. Peasant's hut, neutral. Get them. Oh, I can purchase them.
Well, I have just enough money to do so. Jeez, 38. My goodness, that's a lot. But of course, you know, they're kind of expecting if you've explored everything up to this point, they were gonna give you a bunch of stuff. I need rest. Blacksmith. Generously parts of their latest work. Archer's helmet, okay. Did I get it? Yeah, it gave it to me. +4 defense, that's nice. There's a quarry. Yeah, we got that. +2 stone each round. Let's give us a bunch of stone now. It's a deposit. +2 stone. Give me that stone here. This is cool because like we're gaining resources now. Like this is an RTS or like a strategy game. It's a cozy tavern. Do we get a quest? A tavern filled with any armor. Yeah, fills any army with energy and vigor. Cool. And I suppose now we got to figure out kind of what's going on here. Because now we have like this whole area to go explore. Investigate Hope's Glade. We'll play for just a tiny bit longer. A small band of Cecilia's scouts, stood waiting alongside the roadside. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood, we've come from your warden, Vilja of Thorncliffe. As per your command, your troops are concealed at the forest's edge. Corporal, this is not the forest's edge. These troops are camped within the Tenderwield, and you may have destroyed the Fae. The Fae, my lady. Surely the Fae are only a myth, superstitious for the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The law of the leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifices or break priests. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest beings to atone for your error. Okay, I see. Await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death will serve no one. If I remember my history, there's an offering tree southwest of here. Join up, Corporal. I need all of my troops, even the ones who make mistakes. I'm your loyal servant, Lady Stoutheart. Cool, yeah, we'll go ahead and mass move him in. We're gonna need those reinforcements. There's an offering tree nearby. Oh, I need to get that round done. So what do we got here? Got large camp. Got some rangers. Old camp. Some militia, some gold. I get that militia. I'll take the gold in this case because my militia is full. There's a giant mushroom. I'm like really curious what happens if I... Oh no, this is where it wants me to go. This is the offering. Giant mushroom. We get +1 damage, +1 troop movement, but minus defense. So waterfall. Let's see about these guys here. The Fey spirits. Fey spirits, flying creatures of the Tenderwield, with bat-like wings, long claws, and sharp teeth, swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans begone. We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I would do my duty. No humans, no, never. Spirits, do not trifle with me. I am Stoutheart, and by the agreements I seek to make amends. If you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I will draw arms and put you out of your misery. You are misery. So be it. Okay, let's fight some Fae. Pretty happy with the layout of this, although I'm going to move these guys up here. I want to move them on the high ground ASAP. I guess, same goes for them. Because like that, well, that one set of archers was just hammering us last time. Oh, these guys are quick. They're real quick. They have high initiative. You know what? That's actually kind of convenient because now I can just pepper them with arrows. I should be able to, take out several of them all at once. I mean, I kind of wish that I could get the higher ground here. I guess I can move here and potentially attack this one because I don't want to move within because the attack of opportunity would happen. I'll fire at those guys, and then these will fire at those guys. Jeez. Wow, we slaughtered these guys. I feel bad. I feel really bad for that. Is there a way to avoid slaughtering them? I leveled up. Your troops gain plus 30% melee resistance. No, we're gonna unlock more troops here. I feel like a bigger army would be better for us. Stone circle. We got a bunch of stuff. We got some boots. Can I get the boots? Oh, I'm out of movement. Of course I am. Give me the gold. Give me the boots. What's that gonna give me? We're gonna get 1 movement and a view radius. That's pretty cool. And then there's the tree. The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend, Wielder of Thorncliffe, had described them once, but it had not done them justice. The branches were smooth and glossy, and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves tinkled like tiny bells in the breeze, and most uncommon, the tree gave off the aroma of warm, spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Fae of the forest, for trespass upon your woods, we offer compensation. For those fae spirits slain, we ask forgiveness. They could not be reasoned with. Let our peace be everlasting. Oh, minus 1,000 gold. All right, that's fine. We gain 3 offense, 3 defense. This is really cool. I like the fantasy aspect of it. It seems to fit relatively well within the game world. We have a stone altar over here that we'll take a look at. There's a shield that gives us defense. There's a chest, which is going to give us gold, and we can go out here to this stone thing. Get to the next round. Got some movement and mercenaries. Wow, I've been playing for a lot longer than I thought. Oh my goodness, this is one of those games that is a bit of a time vampire because once you get into it, it's like, I don't want to stop playing. I'm having a lot of fun, and we haven't even gotten to the base building part of it, which is something that you could totally do. Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries, hailing from the merchant states of Baria. Turn back, the road is open for ore shipments from Flint Hills only. I see you are strangers to these lands, or you would know me as the lawful Baroness Stoutheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the barren city-states. Therefore, you are thieves and trespassers. What other crimes shall I add to the list? We've committed no crimes. We're honorable mercenaries here on contract and merely following orders. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You will return it? Tell me who hired you, and maybe I will ransom you back to your employees. We're not afraid to fight you, Stoutheart, but be warned, our contract states that no one wearing Stoutheart colors are to be spared on the field of battle. Of course, if you turn around now, we can avoid this battle. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then, unfortunately, we must battle. I like her. She's kind of like a paladin in a lot of ways. It's super cool. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I think it's really cool. I think that just the whole adventure aspect and the really well done writing and the amazing visuals is kind of sucking me in a bit, which is why I'm like, wow, I've been recording for a lot longer than I normally do for a first impressions video. And we haven't even gotten to the base building stuff. There is the fact that you can get towns and whatnot that are producing stuff for you, so you can, level up and upgrade, which is awesome. And then continue assaulting with your armies and making more armies and making bigger armies. And if you die, then you have to buy your what was it called, the Wielder back at one of your camps. And I love that. This is super duper cool, and so far I highly recommend it, even in early access. There are those 2 campaigns and custom campaigns available. I'm really curious if it's going to have like Steam Workshop support for custom campaigns. I think that would be great, especially because there's no voice acting, so you could just write something in. But the writing in this game is such a high quality that I think it would be hard for a lot of just normal campaign writers to come up with something that equals or exceeds it. So I'm sure there'll be some standouts if that is the case, but for the most part, they seem kind of cool as an option. I wonder if there's going to be more in the future. There's a whole co-op mode that's experimental. So yeah, lots going on here. The link to it will be in the description of this video. You can check it out at any time. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. It makes the video do a lot better. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to see more, you can subscribe to our channel by subscribing down at the bottom. And if you want to support the channel, you can either become a channel member by going down to the join button and hitting join. You get a bunch of benefits like our monthly vlog and shout outs and stuff like that. Or you can go to patreon.com/OSWguild if you prefer not doing stuff through YouTube, and you can support me through that. And there's a lot of videos that you can watch because I upload videos every single day, and I have done so for 10 years, and I've not stopped or missed a day since. So it's been a long road. There's a lot of stuff for you to watch. With all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this game, and we shall see you all next time.